Hey everyone, Cruiser here. First of all, apologize for the ambient sound, that's just the air conditioner, but I just got out of seeing the Uncharted movie. Now, as someone who has not only played the games, but is a fan, okay? I met Nolan North and Troy Baker. Okay, I'm a fan. I do have some thoughts on it. And I think it's actually better than most people are giving it credit. I will agree that, yeah, Tom Holland is way too young for the role. However, you could arguably say this is an origin story. And I can't blame them for doing that. Because as popular as Uncharted is, it's still not like Batman or Superman, where their legacy is so long that virtually everybody knows it. So I can't blame them for doing an origin story. I can only hope that perhaps by the time when the sequel comes around, they will make him look a bit older. You know, give him the right hair, maybe lower his voice a little bit. So I do agree with that. I will say the first half feels like it's all just one giant setup. They're leading up to the big moment. And by the time you get to the second half of the movie, it does start to feel like an Uncharted movie. That scene with the plane was intense. That scene with the ships flying in the air, that was intense. It really, and not to mention, of course, Antonio Banderas has a lot of charisma as the villain. I will say that the dialogue between Nathan and Sully do feel in character. I will say when Nathan Drake is turning up bar tricks, that does feel in character. I don't know if he did that in the game, but it does feel like something he would do. There are some things I wish they did do in this movie. Like when Nathan Drake is climbing up buildings, or that camera angle the camera goes into when he's firing off a gun. I wish they did that. And I just think it deserves more credit than it's getting. In my honest opinion, I think it's a B- movie. It's worth seeing, especially on a big screen. Okay, big action requires a big screen. So, and it's definitely up there with one of the better video game adaptations. As far as the action scenes feeling generic, I don't see generic action movies, so I don't know what that feels like. I will say, when some of them were going down, I wasn't bored. I was definitely smiling. I thought they were entertaining. So if that's something to go off of, there you go. So I'd say it's worth seeing. It's worth supporting this movie. And hopefully the sequel will be a bit more connected to the game, or feel more like the game. This one does have a connection, but it really kicks in at the second half. So, yeah, it's a B- movie. It's worth seeing.